do you think? You think the boy is adjusted okay to the new surroundings? Margo boy? He's a good boy. I can mix chicken with his food in order to get him to eat the dry, but it's fine. Take only so much chicken. You know, I bought a big one from Costco this morning. He'll be eating that for the next 7 days. I eat the breast meat, they get the rest. But anyways, we got 3. Oh, the Easy Cater, you know, they sent me a skip cart, whatever. Sent me a thing, a weekly report saying I'm crushing it, I'm doing a hell of a job. So I sent them a text back saying, hey, listen, man, you got to start giving me more. I'm bored in the afternoons or mornings and early afternoon. Mornings, actually. But anyways, I got 3 of them tomorrow now. And hopefully I get a 4th one. Hopefully I get a breakfast. And I also got tired yesterday of not getting any really good catering orders. So I logged into another company and I got their app too. Now nothing has happened with that app yet, but they accelerated the program. It usually takes 2 or 3 days to get in. I was in within 14, 15 hours. I'm in. I won't tell you which one that one is just yet, not until I start getting some orders with it. But now it's like you have to know exactly what you got, what time you got it, how much is it. You know, you got to really pay attention to what day it is. You know, tomorrow is Wednesday the 3rd, so I got 3 of them tomorrow. But I'm gonna have a clipboard in my car too, where I constantly look at it. Okay, I got one at 11:15. I got one at 3:10. I've got one at 10 o'clock in the morning. That type of shit. 10 o'clock, 11:15. When I get that one at 10 o'clock, they got to be right on time. I got to book because it's a 30-minute drive. I've got 15 minutes to find them and set it up, and then boom, I got to start navigating to the other one. No problem, I can handle it. But anyways, it's good to get 3 of them like that. And if I get a 4th one for breakfast, oh man, I would be ecstatic. So, anyways, that's kind of nice. Just kind of kicking it right now. Got the dog upstairs. It's kind of hot outside. Let me see what it is. It's about 102, 103 degrees. So you know, you keep the dogs upstairs. You know what I'm saying, for the most part. But when I leave, I certainly have to put him outside. But he'll be in the shade all for the rest of the day. I mean, it'll still be hot out, but at least he'll be in the shade. He has plenty of water to drink, so he'll be fine until I come home, and then you know, we'll go for I'll run tonight, get my road work in, and just did some light tapping of the bag today. You know, wow, what a day. I did have 1 catering order today, but I had nothing on Monday, and the one today was chippy. Doable, very easy, very quick. You know what I'm saying, close distance, so that was kind of nice. The Meraki one I have tomorrow is a far drive. It's okay. Then I come back here to Teriyaki Madness. It's a close one, quick one. And then at 3:12, it's a close one also. Well, no, that's a pretty far one too. That's also a pretty far one. So, no big deal. All doable. Although 3 o'clock one is going to be during rush hour traffic. There's going to be a bottleneck. Although it doesn't rush that way, but there is a bottleneck at the spaghetti bowl. But anyways, let's see what else to report here. That was a good workout. I lifted my weights, took a cold shower. You know what I'm saying, cooled off real good. And I had a little bit of a ear infection coming on, so I had to use the ear muffs to keep my ears covered in the car today. I had to use the hydrogen peroxide in my ear, and I took some Excedrin to knock out the, because when you get it, you get a fever too, and you get ear pain. So you take the Excedrin, it knocks out the ear pain and it knocks out the fever. But anyways, I feel pretty good right now, and should be a pretty average night this evening. Getting ready to go to work, so yeah, man, just it's amazing. It was that email was it. Kicked them that email and they kicked me out. Now I hope I get a breakfast. And who knows, this other company too, they could spit me out a breakfast or a lunch. And then when they if they were to spit me out a $200 lunch, I'd have to cancel the other two and take theirs, you know, that type of shit. So you got to know the dollar sign, and you got to know what time it is and what you already have on your sheet. You know what I'm saying? But the dollar sign is the almighty, you know, it's the almighty curve that makes you make the right decision. You're going to go with the dollar sign. I mean, it's a no-brainer. I mean, the two that I have tomorrow during late morning are 55 and 30. So, you know, if they come down the pike with a 200, this other company, you know, or even 100, you know you're going to do it. Yes, I've got two phones. So I've got one company on my one phone, and then the other company is on the other phone. And they both have distinct notification sounds. And the only notifications that are on my phones that I can hear are the ones that count, the ones that make me money, and also your messaging, you know, because they do send messages too. And I don't have the email notification on. I don't want to do that. I get too many emails. But the note, you know, you got to have those notifications turned on. Each company plus the messaging, and that's it. Well, I've got my Tesla notification bar turned on too. They don't bother you that much. They tell you good information, you know, like maybe your car is getting low on charge or something. But anyways, man, I've got to hydrate a little bit here and sit down and relax. I just wanted to show you a picture of the dog. He's just kicking it right there. I really don't want him to be up on the bed, but you know, one thing good about this dog, when he lays down in the backyard, he lays down on the concrete. So, and I hose down the concrete and keep it nice and clean. So for the most part, this dog is clean. He doesn't, although when I leave him in the run with the rig in it, like Can-Am Maverick, he goes underneath it. So I don't leave him in there, because when he goes underneath it, he's in the dirt. So he gets too dirty, too much dust on him and stuff. And what we'll end up doing is I will wash these blankets at least once a week, if not more. You know what I'm saying? So there's not going to be any issues there. But anyways, 20 after 4. I don't leave till about 20 more minutes. I just wanted to give you an update on the dog, how well adjusted he is to the house. He's definitely he's a King Shepherd, and that's basically the dog that I was looking for. There's German Shepherd in this dog, and Siberian Husky. He's a monster. He's 80 pounds, and but docile. But I guarantee you, if you paint him into a corner, he'll come out. You'll see the German Shepherd in him. mean, he's when you take him for a walk, he's very, very docile, very good, unless there's another dog, he sees another dog, or if he hears another dog, then he starts pulling a lot. Or if he sees people, too many people, he'll start pulling a lot. I'll break him of the habit, don't worry. But also, when I walk both dogs at the same time, him and Milo, he's pulls a lot. He wants to be that lead dog, I guess, or whatever you call it. But we'll break him slowly, you know what I'm saying? Break him of those habits of pulling too much, because it's not real good for your knees. It gives you, because you're constantly breaking. Your knees do feel impact from that kind of shit. Has been too bad. They've been good. If they start to pull too much, I stop them. I say stop, and we'll stop. No motion at all. When I say stop, they do stop. So that's good. You need to have them under simple commands like that. Especially if this guy does mountain biking with me, you know what I'm saying? I need to have him stop. When I say stop, he'll stop on a dime. That type of shit. But anyways, looking good. See if there's anything else. Yeah, let's see here. Let me see if I want to go into this other storyline here. Better not. You know what I'm saying? You never know. The wrong person might see it. So we're not going to go there. And we could go into the Grace storyline. Grace is this girl that I met, known her for about a year. I'm gonna take. We're getting on a brink of where I may never see her again. So I'm gonna take one good, stab at her again, per se. And if she goes for it, then we'll be together. If she doesn't, then we won't. So it is what it is. She's a hot ticket, man, but damn, tough girl to break, to corral, if you will. But anyways, yeah, she's definitely had the hots for me a few times, and there's been a few situations. Like I said, I've known her for about a year, but we really don't have time to talk or anything like that. I mean, we do talk a little bit, but we're both, she's working, I'm working, that type of shit. But in any case, we'll see. I'm gonna make a concerted effort. Now, I don't even know if I'm ever gonna see her again. She doesn't have the same job that she had before. She does do it, but I think she only does it one night a week. And the chances of me getting in there on that night are very remote. Possible, but remote. Extremely remote. So I don't know if I'll ever see her again. I mean, I guess I could go in on my own recognizance. I've done that before, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I've done that before. It didn't turn out too well. She ended up seeing a pretty girl on my phone, and shit went sideways from there. I had a wallpaper of a pretty girl, and exceptionally pretty, and stupid. I've had problems with that shit before too. Should have that shit on your phone. I took it off my phone. I don't have shit like that on my phone. As a matter of fact, I'll have to go through my phone and delete a shit ton of photos. I snap photos of girls on Instagram that are hot as fuck. But we'll have to eliminate them. I'll probably have to eliminate eliminate a few things, your Snapchat and fucking Instagram and whatnot on my phone. Anyways, That's it. This is probably too long of a video, but just getting ready to go to work. It's hot out. You know what? I had the earache pretty much all day trying to get some sleep. I didn't get any sleep again. You know, I'm going to be tired. As soon as I drive out of here, I'm going to start yawning. But I will have a strong cup of coffee with me, so that's the only thing that keeps me going is the coffee. And it's a very simple task. You know, 2-3 hours, I'll be home. Look, I'm sweating already. Hardly even moving. That's the sweating is, you know, is my body fighting off the ear infection. You know what I'm saying? I should be fine once I get rolling. I'm gonna put my earmuffs on in the car. It's not an earmuffs, it's a bola, and it covers your ears. But your head doesn't get hot. I've got chooks too in my car. But anyways, we're gonna let you go. That's it for this video. We're looking good tonight. I'm just gonna put the rest of my chains on. There's 3 of them. There's another 4 more to go on. So I'm gonna put those on. I wore shorts yesterday. I didn't really feel comfortable. I feel really good when I wear my pants. My pants are some of the baddest pants. That, I mean, I get assaulted a lot. Assaulted when I wear my pants. I mean, well, a lot of these people, they just see me all the time now, so it becomes normal for them to see them. But initially, it's like they look at your pants. It's funny as hell, man. Because they're badass. I mean, I don't know if you can see them in the video there, but you don't see these around. You know, they're a company out of Germany. There's a tariff. To buy these pants, you have to pay a pretty high tariff. So, anyways, people aren't going to pay the tariff, so they're not going to order them. When I bought my last set of pants from them, which was about, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 pair of them, they discounted the price about 30%, which is what the tariff was. So I got them basically for face value, and they're doing that intentionally, so they make a sale, you know, because they know we have to pay a tariff. You know, it's a pretty high tariff, man. You know, 26% tariff, I think, on clothing that you order from Germany, and that's just about what they discounted it, so that worked out pretty good. Anyways, I'm gonna let you go. That's it for this video.